This Naya TV special feature actually begins with a phone call from the boss.
What? Radiator? What'd you do with it? Can't tell me. All right, so you want me to chase up a radiator? And you don't need nothing else. See ya. Bye, mate.
Okay, what has he done? What has he done?
Won't say what he's done.
So while Mick organised a radiator, Ken Damo and myself had to pack a few essentials and bring that radiator to Cunnamulla.
What have we got here?
He's done it. One radiator.
So while we were organising...
Hang on a minute.
What, mate?
What went wrong?
Oh, mate, he's not saying what went wrong, but all I know is we are one man down.
That's not good.
And now he wants us to go out.
Do we have a choice?
No, we don't. This is Outback Australia. Time to harden up, all right? Crikey, are we going to survive this? I did ask...
Did you ask specifically if I have to be there?
Yes. Apparently you, Damo, and I have to go out there. All this and much more coming up on our Naya TV special feature to Cunnamulla.
Unbelievable. Surprise. Go that one. What's it like?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like a resort.
Is it?
Hey, is that how you describe it?
5-star?
Oh, 5.5. Million star. Shower. Now there's a thing. Yeah, we should take a shower. Yeah, no, always go shower on Fridays.
Are you surprised at all that Rob's not here for the pack-up?
It was another meeting. Ammo. Yeah.
Polaris radiator.
Check.
Sunscreen.
Yep, got it.
Damo snake bite compression kit.
Yep, packed.
Never say never will it happen. Never say it can't be done. When you're alone and feel you're forgotten, have a little faith and see what's coming. Never say never will the sun rise. On a day when all your dreams come true, open your eyes and you'll be flying in a never sky of blue.
Oh dear.
Righto, fill us in. What's happened?
Oh look, there's a lot to talk about. Oh, thanks, mate.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
Rob. There
Thank
you go. There you go.
I'm Rob Naya, and welcome to Cunnamulla.
Never say never will it happen. Never say it can't be done. When you're alone and feel you're forgotten, have a little faith and see what's coming. Never say never will the sun rise. On a day when all your dreams come true, open your eyes and you'll be flying in a never sky of blue. Open your eyes and you'll be flying in a never sky of blue.
So right, guys, we'll take you into the camp, show you where the rooms are, get you set up, and I'll take you for a bit of a tour around. And
Awesome.
all right, we'll see what there is to see.
I've just noticed I don't have any phone reception, Rob.
No, there'll be no phone reception here, buddy. Your cries for help will go completely unanswered. This is probably a better room. You know how to
I'm
work that?
thinking
Yes.
that I kind of like this room because it's like I've got an ensuite.
It is, that's what I'm saying. That's right. This room does have an ensuite. That's the bathroom.
It's choose your own toothbrush, just hook into
Oh,
whichever
jeez. I don't know about that one. I don't know what they've been cleaning there. That's not good. So after the grand tour, the boss had whipped us up some lunch, the boys had fixed the Polaris, and Lenny, he'd gone to warm his motorbike up. After about half an hour, though,
Where's Lenny?
no Lenny.
Gonna bring the car forward.
It's going to pain, that's why I was going out for it.
And
I think we're going to lie on this one, mate. But big shout out to Paul, our ambulance driver from Cunnamulla. That's the second time we've met him on this trip. He said Lenny had a POTS fracture. I don't know, what's a POTS fracture?
It's Latin for I've got my foot on backwards. But that's basically
So a
what it
POTS
means.
fracture is Latin for my foot is on the wrong way.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
while Lenny's got his feet up at the hospital, we went hunting.
pigs. Look at this over here. Here we go.
Well done, boss.
Thanks, mate. That was good. Who spotted that? Why didn't you blokes turn up 3 days ago if it was that easy? Unbelievable. They were feeding. I think we got some of those ones, some of the ones on the images on the trail camera. Which way now? That way. Righto, we'll go see if we can get some more.
We're in camp. What do you got? You got a car. You got to lean over the bonnet. We've set up a target frame out there, and you know, just you got to make do. So these tack driver rests are really great for this sort of thing. Throw it on the bonnet and away you go. From the factory bore-sighted scope, just see how close it is. You know, just out of interest, straight out of the box. All right, the ammo we've chosen today is a great hunting round. It's a Federal 223 loaded with a 55 grain Nosler ballistic tip. Here's the result here. Our first sighting shot, we aimed right about there because we didn't know which way it was going to go, and then she hit right down there. So she's about 2.5 inches low, about 1 inch to the left. Yeah, I can see him, Ken. Okay, so that's our, we fired a 3-shot group that's fairly close by the looks of it. Those VisiShot targets are great. From this distance, I can see it through a normal scope. So there's our final group.
Yep.
I just got to adjust that now. That's 1/4 inch clicks at 100 yards. Bring it over about 4 clicks to the right and maybe 1 click up. And that'll be bang on. Fantastic. At 100 yards, we shot the final group there. I just tweaked the adjustment a bit, shot my final 3-shot group. Shoots pretty damn good, and that's the amazing thing with the Savages.
Well, you've been a bit hard on yourself, Damo, because that's already sub-MOA.
Yeah, that's a sub-MOA group.
Yeah.
Across the bonnet of the car.
It'd be shooting half an inch.
Yeah.
On a still day with a good bench rest.
That's amazing, yeah. Savage, straight out of the box, Axis package.
Federal ammunition.
Federal ammo. You couldn't really ask for any better.
So the guns were sighted in, and that evening the boss took a spotlighting. Damo bagged himself a good-sized boar, and a proud moment for me as I shot my very first billy goat. I can happily report that there was no injuries while spotlighting.
Says who?
Ken may or may not have fallen off the back of the Polaris.
Hey, nobody told me that we're going to take off at 1,000,000 miles an hour after
Hang on a second, hang on.
What?
Yes, Rob. He doesn't want us to talk about this anymore. Let's just move on.
Sort of middle of the day by now, mid-morning, and there's not much game on the move, so we thought we'd just have a bit of fun around camp.
Got a 458 Mannlicher.
458 Win Mag. We've got some different types of Federal ammunition here, which should do the job for it. 500 grainers, and we've got the trophy bonded Bear Claw. I've shot buffalo with that, with the 375 H&H. You've seen those reports in other magazines where we recovered the projectiles, and we know it's got great penetration power.
I'm expecting a very sore shoulder, a big bruise.
Next one's your Barnes Triple Shock, classic big game projectile. I think it's probably worth demonstrating the awesome penetration power of projectiles like this.
Let's see the 458 in action.
Righto, let's go. And that looks, it's just shattered the whole thing.
Some sort of exit here, isn't it? Well, no, it's hard to say.
So there you have it. And I don't know, we thought, you want to shoot a tree as well?
Yeah, I've got to shoot a tree.
They're both mushroom about the same.
Absolutely. Righto, mate. Well, you got your 458 Win Mag. This was your father's gun. And big g'day there to Peter. Righto, mate. We'll give it a shot. It's gone in this side.
Yeah, no, it came out here.
Oh, it did come out, eh?
Holy dooly.
Right through that whole tree.
Now, which bullet was that one?
That was the 500 grain Barnes triple shot. This is the improvised pig roasting rotisserie. Oh! Oh, you know, we've caught ourselves a nice little wild boar, and we're going to roast him up tonight. And we weren't sort of expecting to do it. We didn't have a rotisserie, so the boys have just knocking one up, you know, out of bits and pieces we've got lying around the camp. Bit of an angle there, but anyway, sure we'll straighten him up. No one wants to hold it after that last little episode. But anyway, welcome to Rob's Kitchen. Righto, we're going to do the classic Aussie damper. There's a lot of different recipes and twists and so on this, but self-raising flour and water, there's none of the salt, none of your fancy bits and pieces or beer or raisins or any of that stuff. And I know we've actually got some viewers in America, so this will be a bit interesting. We've cooked this for Americans. We put it in what we call a camp oven, you guys call it a Dutch oven. Dutch oven, different meaning over here. I've got all the ingredients here, everything we need, flour, water, ammunition, all the normal stuff you'd see in the kitchen. Exactly the right amount, 6 blokes. I think that's probably a 6 bloke damper there. I actually did wash my hands this time, but anyway, I washed my hands beforehand. So we'll get ourselves just the appropriate amount of water. You've got to, you've got to measure that out exactly. Don't want too much. And then you start the delicate folding in process. Well, it's just a bit of a black art, really. That is looking pretty good to me. Dense damper this, which will give it be a bit chewy. That's what we're after. Never have too much flour. There's your damper there, right? You can go with a hot camp oven or a cold camp oven. I'm starting with a cold camp oven, and we'll bring it up to temperature. The transfer, and delicately placed. Little twist in the middle there. That's artistic, right? Some sort of random shape like that. We have a ball. Okay, ball goes on the top. That's a tasty little treat for the cook later on as he's cutting it up. Now I'll show you a little trick. Water around camps is generally to be conserved.
Well, hang on. Didn't we just shoot a big barrel of water?
That was a different segment. This sort of area here looks just the ticket. That'll get rid of your damper hands. Well, let's break over here for a sec. Let's see what's happening here. Talk us through what you got, boys.
The rotating shaft.
So the man that has to sit here, he's got the beer to fuel him, and that gives him, and he can sit there and he can turn it. Yeah. Because we didn't have an electric motor.
This is a bit of the wire that Lenny went through.
Oh, as a tribute to Lenny. Righto, we'll get some coals here.
Okay.
Don't know.
What are you using the little one? Not many coals there.
Using the little one, which should be a little bit speedier. We'll put the timer on that.
If it comes out like it looks like it's just come out of a bakery, he may have just done that.
Righto, we'll see how we go. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Have a look. Have a look. Oh, she's hot. Here we have it. The damper straight out of the camp oven. So that's very hot. We'll slice him up, get a bit of butter and some treacle, and we've got ourselves morning tea. A couple of flies trapped in it. If you're lucky.
Bit of protein.
Like sultanas, really.
Fully rounded meal.
Well, I think it's time to go hunting.
We sell these. They are a Peltor set of goggles.
Rob,
A smart bloke like me might take them out.
absolutely.
All yours, buddy.
Friggin' brilliant, mate.
Righto.
You are a legend.
Hey, wait, have you got two?
No, just one.
Dam, have you ever been offered a pair?
You look like Rommel, the tank commander.
Am I special or not?
You are definitely special.
Get the ears out of them, hang on.
Let's go.
There we go.
How's that? Is that a good look?
Mate, looking great.
Thank you very much.
chasing down some goats. I didn't want to take that shot. It wasn't a good shot.
So you can see me, get it, got it.
That put him down.
Yeah, all done. Well, that's your classic double lung shot, and big old Billy.
G'day, here we are in the camp kitchen at Cunnamulla, and I've got a blunt knife. I've also got 3 sharpening systems here from Lansky. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put an edge on this knife. The first system we're going to look at is the Deluxe Quick Edge. Then we'll have a look at the Deluxe Sharpening System, followed by a tactical sharpening rod. Now with this particular system, it just doesn't get easier than this. You simply take your knife, turn him up this way like that, you put the tungsten jaws over the blade, and you probably only need to do this about 4 or 5 times. Let's have a feel of that. That is sharp now. The thing I like about this system is that every kitchen should have one of these at home. You don't need to be on camp in Cunnamulla. Your wife will love this. She'll stop hassling you about sharpening the knives. Have it in your drawer. Anybody can use it. Really safe, has a guard, can't cut yourself. Very good system. Do you want that spatula sharpened, mate?
Yes, if you could sharpen this. Here I am, cooking breakfast for these blokes.
Yeah,
Tough work, tough work. I'm burning the eggs.
Yeah, stop it. If you've got a little bit more time and you want to bring your knife back to factory condition, the Deluxe kit might be the way for you to go. The kit contains a knife clamp with angle selector, 5 finger groove sharpening hones, ultra fine grit, fine, medium, coarse and extra coarse, 5 guide rods and a bottle of honing oil. This time I'm going to be sharpening a filleting knife, but this works equally well on any kind of knife. I've already set it up in the guide clamp. Next thing is to put your guide rod into your hone. I've selected a coarse hone this time because the knife is in not great shape. I'm going to take a little bit of the honing oil, squeeze a little onto the hone. You'll note that the clamp has 4 different honing angles. I'm doing a filleting knife here, so I'm going to take a fairly shallow angle. This will make it razor sharp. Now once you've finished with the coarse hone and you feel like you've shaped the blade, it's simply a matter then of polishing it with one of the finer hones.
This is called the Lenny Special.
In memory of?
In memory of our close friend.
We don't really want to eat this, but in memory of Len, we're going to do it.
Everyone happy with barbecue sauce?
Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is this tactical sharpening rod. We have at one end, we have the tungsten blades, and at the other end, we have a diamond steel. If you're in the field and your knife has got a little bit dull, you can just flick out the diamond steel, lock it into place, take your knife and just give it a few quick licks on the steel, and you'll find that'll bring its edge back up again for you.
Well, it was the final afternoon before the boss and his mates headed off to the Birdsville races. But Ken and I thought we'd take this opportunity to challenge them to
A Deauville double death match.
2 shots,
2 shooters,
4 targets, don't miss.
don't miss, or you're doing the washing up.
I'm not doing
You're
the
doing the washing
I'm
up.
not doing the washing up, mate.
Well, let's not lose.
Oh, mate, well, have you seen the competition?
Here we are at the Cunnamulla Championship of the World,
I know.
Cunnamulla branch.
What's the prize for the shoot today?
Well,
Or the
well,
penalty?
The penalty for not manning up in this event, I believe, is putting on a skirt and doing the washing up tonight.
I didn't agree to the skirt bit, but we definitely are playing for washing up.
Well,
Washing up
in
there.
my mind, that's the way it was going to play out.
I don't care what's going on in your mind,
Yeah.
but you're not seeing me in a skirt.
Okay.
Did you have one, Pat?
Well, first of all, we've got a cheat amongst us because he's brought his own gun.
Brought his own gun.
He's got the ATAR 686 SEL, top of the range. I mean,
Oh, isn't he looking
look
fancy?
at it. How flash does he look? Look at that timber. Look at that hand engraving.
I didn't even get a staff discount on this.
Well, they're hard to get, these things.
That's exactly right,
Look
mate.
at that
Grade 3 timber.
grade 3 walnut. Gee whiz.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about that.
Okay, well, that's, mate, yeah.
I thought there was meant to be some benefit.
And what have we got there?
This one's an Acker Churchill 30-inch sporter. This would have to be the best value sporter on the market, no doubt. We've thrashed these to death, can't kill them. We're going to try here again today.
Well, let's get the show on the road,
Let's
shall we?
do it, eh?
Let's go. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1.
I noticed you've got Mark on the scoring.
Yes.
How trustworthy is this guy?
Well, a good scorer will beat a good shooter any day. And that's our team motto.
I've heard that.
Ball! Ball!
Ken Stevens. We've had the actual official embroidery.
Oh, this
already done.
this adulation is getting beyond normal working sort of relationships, I think. this is a bit much.
Oh, that was cool. Correct.
Using the Federal Top Gun target ammunition, 7.5s, and a couple of years ago you never saw Federal shot shells in Australia. We've been bringing them in and they've been selling by the semi-trailer loads. Get in my head. Don't get in my head.
No, I'm just trying to help you. Bow.
1-1. Tactic that we don't mind. We're big enough to play on.
Whoa! You're not going to count that, are you?
So if we drop one, we draw. We shoot them all clean, we win. So if we miss two, they win. The pressure's on.
Yep. Oh, look, you just missed that. Oh, the pressure almost got. Oh, you can see them fading. Oh, the one. Yep. Yeah.
You may end up washing up here.
You'll be washing up, mate. I tell you.
Oh!
Oh!
The only time these things don't work is when you don't point them at the target. Ken?
I think I had a faulty cartridge.
The next morning, Damo and I dropped the boys to the farm airstrip. They were heading to the Birdsville races and left us to our own devices, so we decided to use up all the ammo, eat all the food, and do a whole lot of shooting.
Yeah, I'm ready for the potato.
They explode, don't they?
But look, we're here at the plinking range. The boss is gone. He's left us to pack up. While he's not here for the day, we're going to set up a plinking range and have a bit of fun. A rolling target from Altus Brands. And this thing is amazing. You can just throw them out. See how they right themselves? Once they've right themselves, you just shoot them. They just knock down and you've always got a target.
I love your work, boys. Love it. You've got it skipping all over the place. What we've got here is a champion target tree. You knock it into the ground, swing out the arms, all the clips come with it. I've stuck a couple VisiShot targets in here. There's different shapes and sizes to these. You'll see the result later on. When you hit these, they mark up with a nice little orange splotch so you can see it easily. I've just knocked a bit of a hole in the Coke can, put the clip on. I think we'll have a bit of fun with that.
I like the Accu-triggers on these Savage rifles.
Mate, these are sensational
They are
rifles.
good, aren't they?
They really
You
are.
can't get a better trigger on a rimfire rifle. G'day guys, it's another great target for your plinking range. Now the idea of this one is, this will keep you going all day if you want it to.
Oh, I didn't...
Ken's fighting back. Each guy starts off with 3 targets on each side. It's the first person to get all 6 flipped around to their side. So it's a battle of accuracy and speed, and that will just keep you going all day. You'll burn through the ammo with this lot, but have a lot of fun doing it.
Oh, no!
Yes!
This is a VisiShot target wheel from Champion. Champion make a whole range of traps and targets, but this thing is for plinking, and this is great fun. Basically, if you shoot any of the side targets, it'll automatically spin. Okay, so that you'll always have a target at the side that you can shoot. Again, this product's from Champion, traps and targets. They're just a simple one stand. They come in a set of 3. They kind of look a little bit like a lollipop, don't they? Don't eat them, very chalky. You've also got your refill pack. So whenever they get shot up, you just go and refill them and away you go. Again, this is not expensive stuff, people. It's a great chance for you to get out, have a bit of fun.
This is a Duracell target. This one's in the shape of a little prairie dog. They come in a few different colours. As you can see, this is a self-healing target. You can see the little pock marks on here. This thing has been shot thousands of times already. These are just a lot of fun, really easy to set up, only takes a second, knock him into the ground, back and start shooting. We're using this federal well, value's hard to say. We're using this Federal Value pack. Comes in a 525 pack, and they're loose packed. Reach in, grab a handful, and just fill up your magazine, away you go.
Another fantastic steel target from Champion is this rimfire resetting target. And what you've got is you've got 4 small targets at the back. You'll flip them around with each shot, like so, and then you just need to hit the big target to reset them down, and away you go again. Brilliant for your plinking range, and doesn't cost a lot of money either.
We have a target-rich environment.
Oh, do we what?
Too much talk, not enough shooting. He's a winner again.
Well, it's been a spectacular week in Big Sky country out here at Cunnamulla. We had a good week?
We had a fantastic week. Great to get out of town.
Okay, what did we learn? Did we learn anything?
Rob snores.
Oh, Rob snores. But so do you.
I didn't hear me.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Damo did. Here's what I learned on the trip, boys. We had all these guns. We had all these firearms. We had all this shooting all week. But the most dangerous thing on camp was motor vehicles. Okay, so guys, when you're out in the outback, make sure you got your satellite phone, make sure you buddy up and people know where you are, and always thank the ambulance driver. Thanks, Paul. We look forward to seeing you next time on Naya TV.
Anything that can get eaten by rats, it's got to go in there.
No water, no electricity. These flushable fresh wipes from Kleenex, they come in mighty handy.
For final plating up,
Meat, onions, bread, sauce.
We are eating like kings.
What more could you want?
At any point behind the camera, I'm going to lob a potato.
Go. I found the range.